We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Hi, Doctor. It's good to see you. It's been a while. I will leave it at that.
Hi, Doc. It's been a week. I met the baby's daddy.
So, Doctor, I can't speak for the majority, but I can speak for myself that we are happy with our new help. Jose, you.
His name is Josue. He's been hired to take the place of Maricela. You'll notice that Josue is a male name. We have let go of the female help so that Debra has a male around the house.
And he does a great job.
At taking his shirt off.
As well as doing the laundry.
And acting like a porn star in front of the children.
Well, I moved out.
Yeah, she moved out, and this makes me really sad.
No, it's my turn to talk.
It went so well. So good.
So, after our session last week, I thought, why don't I just pop over and surprise Sabrina and Jason? And I brought the toy I showed you. And I get over there, I'm all excited to see my girl and her boy, and I open the door, and guess who greets me? The Boricua.
Okay, Dr. Anuki, sometimes you just have to humor her. That's what I do.
Look, I don't relish the idea of boyfriends, husbands, and marriage. They're just societal labels placed on us by an elder generation to make us feel bad about ourselves as we approach 30, which, by the way, is strictly for their entertainment pleasure. He who laughs last, laughs better.
You see, he who laughs last... Doctor, I don't even know what she's saying.
His mother had the audacity to tell me that I had an unhealthy diet. She told me I needed to eat more carbohydrates, and that, she placed an entire platter of spaghetti meatballs right in front of me, knowing that I'm on a gluten-free and vegan diet. She wouldn't know what healthy was if it fell from the sky straight into her saucepan.
But you forgot the most important part. Tell Mr. Doctors what you did. Tell the most important part of the whole story.
Notice how he tutors our kids. He takes them out on bike rides, which you've never done.
Debra, he can't speak English. He can only do activities.
I can't keep my son away from his father. I can't do that. What do you want me to do? Keep him locked up forever?
What do you mean locked up?
I threw my plate up into the air and it accidentally fell all over into her lap.
Yeah, she threw it on my mom.
Yes, I recently moved into Aaron's apartment.
Penthouse. It's a penthouse.
Right. I just moved into Aaron's townhome due to reasons I cannot control. However, if I do not move out in 1 month's time, it is going to be a shitstorm.
While you were mad at me for those last couple of days and a little MIA, Jason's father, Hector, he proposed to me, and I said yes. Yeah, that's my life right now.
And then
I threw it in the air. It fell on your mom.
And it fell on my mom, and also then she took a meatball, which was harder than a golf ball, and then she threw it into my eye, and my eye started to bleeding, and it's still bleeding. I can still feel the internal bleeding.
Your eye wasn't bleeding. That was pasta sauce.
He says 3 words. He says Debra, paycheck, and now.
Okay.
To me, that's not very fluent.
No, and he does say, I love, not you, I love.
So basically, when I propose to you and you accept it, you're doing me a favor, right?
No,
that's supposed to make my day?
I love you. If you proposed
Really?
again, I'd say yes, but, I think if actually proposed again, they would cancel each other out, and then I'd be saying, again,
Doc.
No, but something is still wrong with my eye, because I can still feel that it's hurting here, and I was afraid at that moment, Mr. Doctors, that I would never be able to act again. That was very painful, I have to tell you.
He's acting right now.
No, I'm not acting. These are real tears. I'm really sad today, Mr. Doctors. Really sad.
What's so bad about living with me?
It's like living with a nudist. He literally takes his clothes off in every single room he walks into. I walk into the study, there are his pants. I walk into the kitchen, there are his dirty underwear.
Why are you so jealous of Jose?
He spends half of his time naked at the pool. naked.
Because he's from
He does
a
wear a
different
box cut.
country. He's comfortable in his skin. That's what it's called. He's comfortable in
I
his
don't
skin.
know any country where the domestics walk around naked.
Because you do not understand. We don't have any money for rent. Remember last time I told you we don't have any money for rent? So tell her we don't have any money.
Explain
What is
this, little
this?
Jen.
What is this? This is nothing. This is nothing. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. Remember, she's like a little detective, this girl. It's unbelievable. You became a detective lately? What is this?
I feel free. It's comfortable. I mean, what? You should like that.
It's not about walking around free and nude, Aaron. It's the perplexity behind having to take an article of clothing off every time you enter a room.
Because he's not ashamed of his body. He's proud, which I want him to instill in our kids, to be proud of who you are.
I'm not ashamed of my body, but I don't parade it around in front of our kids.
I'm not saying you should be ashamed of your body, but
You make me feel that way.
no, you just need to cover up sometimes.
So,
Do you mind?
uh-oh.
That brings us to our next point. We're arguing mainly about schooling. I want the kids to go to private school.
And I want them to go to public school.
Private school breeds character.
And wusses, nerds,
I'm
geeks.
Have you seen the collection of dirty dishes under your bed? Or the weird collection of candy wrappers that are stashed in
Okay.
that top desk drawer?
Do not touch those candy wrappers. Those candy wrappers are vintage Hershey's chocolate wrappings from circa 1940s. Those are really special.
I'm not saying you're a nerd,
I'm
but
sorry.
if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a nerd.
Where
This
did
is
you?
a bank statement from Italy with your name on it.
Yeah, but let me see the date. Look, 2001. This is before the euros came in. This was in liras.
It says there's 70 grand and it's a dollar symbol.
When I was making a romantic breakfast in bed from scratch, she bumped into a piece of cutlery.
I bumped into I had a fork sticking out of my ass. Okay? I sat on a fork.
You know what? Sometimes you're so stuck up, you have a spoon up your ass.
The saying is called you have a stick up your ass.
Okay, well then technically you had a fork up yours.
Why?
You gotta understand where I'm coming from, okay? The love of my life, you broke off the engagement. What am I supposed to do? I was in a dark place. I was in the darkest cave you could possibly think of. And there were no tribal pictures on the wall.
I would have given you life.
None.
I
Meaning
would've-
that cave is solo. Just me in the cave.
Doctor, now walking into my house is like walking into a museum. I mean, I gave her my credit card to do some minor refurbishings, and she spends $100 grand on one day, and now my house, I mean, it looks like the Smithsonian.
No. I did not spend $100 grand solely on refurbishing. I took some of that money and hired you a maid because I told you I am not doing dishes and I don't get dirty.
I want our kids to make the most of their lives. I want them to be politicians. I want them to be astronauts. I want them to be business people of the world.
And I don't want them to get beat up.
Dollar symbol, yeah, because we use the same symbol in Italy. You know, the international computer keyboards, they only have that one button. So you have to, all the countries, the same button. It's always the dollar sign.
That's a bunch of
But this is in
BS.
lira, so now, you know how much this is worth? It's $7. $7. We'll tip you, Mr. Doctoress.
And
Well-
if you call her Mistress Doctress again, I'm going to throw another meatball at your eye.
Let me get this straight. You would rather them go to a place where they're going to be picked on and given swirlies rather than to go to a place that actually breeds character and upbringing.
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
Notice she didn't answer the question. I want the kids to be able to color inside the lines.
You hired a maid? I mean, I don't want some random woman in our house.
She's not random. I spoke to her on the phone. Her name is like Maricela or something.
You think we should go on a couples retreat?
But I think that's a great idea.
I don't. I'm not going anywhere with you and Hector.
No, it'll just be the two of us. It's not gonna be the three of us. I wouldn't invite Hector. He'd feel left out.
He'd feel left out?
Never mind. I think that sounds great. So we'd go to like a bed and breakfast and get to know each other again and overindulge in food and sexual activity.
What kind of food?
Pasta. The long kind. Spaghetti.
Okay. We'll think about it.
Okay, you'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, since, yeah.
All
I'll
right.
think about it.
Progress.
Progress is always positive.
Little by little. Right? Baby steps, if you will. Pun intended. Oh! Here we go. I'm back.
Off top.
I'm back.
All right, baby. You never left.
Oh.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.